What's going on, everyone? This is Johnny Retro for another fun video for you guys. I actually was at Target last week when Holothon got released, and I had actually zero luck over the weekend, but ironically enough, I said, you know what, let me run in before I go to work just when Target opens to see if I had any luck at all. I went to the exact same Target and they restocked. So obviously I think there's a little bit of a secret here, and it seems like sometimes these Holothon, or I guess technically NECA reps, will go in during the week as well and restock up on some of these figures, because I'm almost confident that this Target had these initially and they just sold out. So I think that's a pretty cool little thing. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, like I already mentioned, I got this particular figure, well, all four actually, at my local Target. I actually went right as they opened up, right before I went to work during the regular work week, not even the weekend, and that might have been my trick that I was able to do. So, fun fact guys, you go in during the week when this stuff gets released, you might actually get just as lucky as a lot of the people that go first thing in the morning during the weekend. So I ran in there, came across all four turtles, picked them all up. The only thing they were missing that I didn't get is they didn't have the samurai turtle and the Space Donnie. I think it's Space Donnie and Samurai Mikey. They didn't have those two, and I still want those. I'm still looking at that. Hopefully tomorrow when they release online, I can scoop up those bad boys as well. But I did scoop up all four of these pizza box, all four brothers, so you'll be seeing a review on all four. The purpose of this video is to kind of answer a few questions, right? So we're going to do a quick review on the figure, the box artwork, as well as figure out, like, do you want these figures and do you need them? So for me, it actually was a really easy decision because I have here the lighter versions of the turtles that came in the 4-pack from Holothon from last year. So I have these guys. They're with my turtle van, but I'll be honest with you, they don't, the green doesn't match the green on the van. The green on the van is much darker. It appears to be a really good matchup to this green right here. So I'm suspecting that this is going to be the way to go. And I could put these guys in a different scenario. There's plenty of other things I could do with the lighter green. But I know a lot of us collectors collect them all. So if I haven't mentioned this already, I did not opt for the turtle in disguise because I don't care for the, I don't know if it's a matte finish on those, but there's something shiny, something about the finish on those particular turtles I don't care for. I saved myself the money, so I did not go for them. So when these got released, I could see that it's almost identical to those, except without that shiny finish. I said this is going to be a no-brainer and it's going to look great against the turtle van. So I went ahead and I scooped up all four of these. This video is going to be a lot like this other channel I came across, Nostalgic Unboxing, or Johnny Nostalgia, I believe is what I'm heard as his nickname. Great channel. His editing is phenomenal. This video will not be like his. I promise guys, I'll do my best to make this an entertaining video, and so you guys will watch it, you'll like it, and you'll subscribe. But without further ado guys, let's go ahead and dive into this video. So looking over at the box real quick, once again, this is the Pizza Club box. If you guys don't know this, which I'm pretty sure you do, this is actually supposed to be mimicking a VHS cassette you used to get as kids, which is really neat. So that's sort of the concept here. If you go ahead and you turn it to its side, this is volume number 13. So if you get all the brothers, they do go in order, which is really, really cool. So even if you unbox these, you can put these boxes in order by number, and I think that's a really, really dope thing. If we turn it to the back real quick, it talks about collecting all four, and I just noticed this and I'm laughing because I don't know why it took me so long to realize. So on the top it says collect all four, as well as it says Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines, Raphael is a cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude, which is literally the intro songs. I don't know what took me so long to realize that, but that's pretty cool. As well as have some quick shots of Leonardo, his accessories, and his evil face. Most of the accessories are from different episodes. The front opens up with a clear display so you could see Leonardo himself, the pizza, the face, and some of his accessories and his weapons. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the box itself, but that's sort of a quick review on the box artwork. So guys, let's go ahead and get Leonardo outside the box. This is everything outside the box. Let's go ahead and put the box down so we can actually dive into everything you get in this particular package. First impressions for Leonardo, if you're not familiar with these particular figures, my other figures are just like this for the Cartoon Brothers, is he's pretty stiff.
That's what she said.
I don't know why I can't be a grown-up when I talk about things, but anyway, all jokes aside, the figure's pretty stiff right outside the box. You're going to definitely have to heat and warm them up. I'm actually way too afraid to bend this elbow. A little bit of heat will loosen all the joints up, and they'll be good to go. So Leonardo, you know, a lot like the light color green one. We'll dive into the comparison here in a minute, but let's kind of go over some of the accessories real quick. You got a VHS tape cassette, which makes sense since this is a sort of what is the word I'm looking for? This is like a tribute to our VHS cassettes we used to have as kids. Once again, Johnny Nostalgia, who I don't know whatsoever, I actually went ahead and I ordered his. He made little VHS covers for these things, which are really, really cool. So I ordered like the first movie Turtles, the second one, and like the 89 Batman, some of the classics. So that's really, really cool. Moving right along, we have the Evil Leonardo. This is from one of the episodes. Keep in mind, guys, I really haven't watched any of the cartoons in like years, so I really don't remember most of the stuff, to be quite honest with you, but I know this is from one of the episodes where Leonardo is evil. We have right here some sort of book, and that is literally all I know. He comes with two pointing finger hands, which is pretty cool, so he can point at you, or even be another way to hold the swords. His two blades right here. Let's go ahead and place them in his little holder. If I can I do it? I created a YouTube channel to embarrass myself on the internet. That's what I did. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. Moving right along, of course, the pizza. You gotta have pizza. This looks like bananas and pepperoni. Is that something they did in the show? Who eats bananas on a pizza? That's disgusting. Right along, this is a statue. I know this is from an episode. I don't remember what episode. I really don't remember the shows, but I do remember this being in one of the episodes. We have one of the binoculars here. Once again, guys, if you're really into toy photography, you could do so much. The sky's really the limit. I think most of this stuff's probably past most of our capabilities. You could just do a lot. I will have pictures on my Instagram, by the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, _ Johnny Retro. Moving along, I forget our little Barney guy over here, a little purple alien. I forget his name. I'm sure I'll throw it up on the screen, but he's really cool. He comes with his own stand, but you just gotta, yeah, it's a pretty cool little stand he comes with. You just gotta give him a little prostate exam every time you put the stand back in. But he's really cool. Love the fact it comes with a stand. Let's go ahead and get our light Leonardo out here so we actually can start kind of comparing the two. So without diving into some of the obvious, which is the color, you know, it's a very similar mold. Can't get him to stand for some odd reason. One of the differences I've noticed, besides, and we'll talk about the color, the only real difference that I see is the knees. For some odd reason, the light green Leo, when his knees bend, his little knee guard here, that's the blue knee guard here, it stays attached to the bottom leg, which is interesting, where the newer Pizza Box Leo, which I think is more based off of the Turtles in the Skies, when you bend his knee pad's actually not connected to the bottom of the leg. It's kind of separated from both. That's really the only difference that I could find real quick looking at the two different turtles here. Other than that, let's dive into the obvious, which is the color. We got two very different shades of green, and everything else is obviously different as well. The lighter Leonardo has a lighter brown belt, lighter swords. The only thing that actually isn't, well, I guess it is a lighter blue, but he has more of a sky blue. Some of the other key differences, believe it or not, and one of the reasons why I do like this a lot, is this has self-shading. I think a lot of people like self-shading. I'm always on the fence about it because while you're watching a cartoon, it makes sense, but this isn't like real life, so I don't really need to see. It doesn't bother me at the end of the day, and I think a lot of people find it awesome, but it being that it has a lighter blue up front, a darker blue in the back, representing like shading as you would watch in the cartoons, which is really cool. So that is one of the other differences. Obviously, he's a darker green. Once again, compared to the Turtle in Disguise, he doesn't have that, like, I don't know if it's a matte finish. I don't know what the correct terminology is, but I just don't like it. So I was really excited to go ahead and pick up these guys. It's going to look great, I think, with the TMNT Turtle van. One of the other things you could... Okay, take two. One of the other cool things you can do with this guy, I'm not going to do it with mine, is you can pop off the face for different face expressions, just like you can with this one. And I believe you could do that with the Turtles in Disguise. The only thing is I don't have, well, I guess I can use the other brothers. I don't have any other ones that match this, but that's cool. So you can change the face expressions. That's one of the challenges, is there's not, with most of these, they don't have like a lot of options. Let's go ahead and see how easy it is to pop the head off real quick. I should have popped on the evil. Oh, I did not heat this up yet either. We're not going to do that. You'll see it. I'll have clips of him up with the evil face up. We're not going to, until I heat this thing up, I'm not going to go ahead and risk it. That might make a good video, I guess. Destroying stuff. So let's go ahead, and I want to get the van out here, since that was one of the reasons why I got this bad boy. So here is my NECA tune van. We got Leo on the top. We'll put the new Leo right here. So once again, guys, one of the things I said to myself was I could use these darker ones so they're a little more accurate to the cartoon for the Turtle van. If I can get him to stand, though, would be nice. There we go. Versus this lighter green. At least looking at it, it's a pretty close. This is clearly a much more lighter green than the green on the van. Kind of looking at his actual shell, it's pretty close to matching this, like, very this, I don't know what you want to call it, like this yellow in this van is very flat. It reminds me of certain yellows from certain sports cars from back in the 90s. But, you know, ironically enough, I feel like this shell on this shade of him, right, this lighter shade right here, might actually fit the van better. But nonetheless, this green clearly is a much better matching green, in my opinion, to the van, which is why I got it. And I figured, you know what, no big deal, because it's not like I can't do something different with the other brothers. So that was one of the factors involved here. But guys, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I want to go ahead and wrap up the video. As I already mentioned early in the video, guys, I mean, come on, if you made it this far, first of all, thank you very much. I put a lot of time into these videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. And honestly, more important than anything, comment below. I'm really into commenting. I want to engage. You know, I want to know what you guys think. Did you pick up these brothers? Do you have the other ones? Were they easy to find? Are you going to try to scoop them up on Haulathon, which technically is tomorrow, but I doubt this video will be out by then, so that next week, number 2, will already probably come and go by the time I get this video out and edit it and done. So comment below if you got them, what your thoughts are. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video, which should be one of the next brothers. I don't even know who I'm going to do next, but I want to start with Leo because he's my favorite. But that's it for you guys. I've chewed your ears off enough. Take it easy. Have a good one. Peace. I'm out.